Hello and welcome to the Score with Equifax Fantasy Show. I'm Matt Moore, along with the legendary DJ Shockley.
There he goes with that legendary again.
And we're heading into week 3, but first, we got to look at our week 2 picks, Shock.
My week 2 picks are very good, I think so.
I think you won last week, is that right?
I did
don't
win.
Like to let you claim that.
I don't think I know. I won. It happened.
But I'm having a feeling. I like my picks. I think I've got a good feeling about this.
I hope not.
So we're going to check in with the voice of reason, Mr. Robert Yokes.
All right, fellas. Well, you guys did good this week. Last week was not so great. This week,
yes,
you made up for it.
Yes.
Both of you guys had some solid picks. We'll go through Matt's first. Matt started with Aaron Rodgers, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns. Can't really go wrong with that pick.
Decent.
Arian Foster came back finally, 138 yards and 1 touchdown.
Decent.
Solid pick.
Decent.
Jeremy Maclin in the big win. He only had 4 receptions for 45 yards, but the big one was he got the game-winning touchdown there at the end to get you those last points.
Subpar.
Now, here was your bad pick. Jordan Cameron.
You mean Cameron Jordan? It's the guy with 2 first names. I'm just messing with you.
Jordan Cameron with the big goose egg for you. 0 receptions for 0
man.
yards. But you finished off solid. Washington Redskins defense against the Jaguars. They held them to 10 points and got 1 interception. On the other side, Shock, you had some pretty good picks too.
Yeah, baby.
Started out with Andrew Luck, 172 yards for 2 touchdowns. Sean Lynch, 6 rushes for 36 yards.
Beast mode.
4 receptions for 27 yards.
Beast mode.
Demarius Thomas, you said you were going to go against the Chiefs, and with these next 2 guys, you did.
Yeah.
Demarius Thomas, 5 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown. Julius Thomas, 4 receptions for 39 yards and a touchdown. And lastly, your big one, Arizona Cardinals defense, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 touchdown. So good job, guys. Came back from a terrible first week and made some good picks.
Stop me staying terrible.
I think lesson learned. Thank you, voice of reason, Robert Ghost. I think the lesson learned here is pick Broncos and pick against the Jaguars.
Very true. That works for us every time, every week.
All right, let's get it going. I have the honors because I beat you, Shaq. Week 2 win for me.
Can't believe that.
Here we go.
Gotta check those numbers.
Here we go. I am starting with my quarterback, Mr. Tom Terrific Brady.
Really? Tom Terrific?
Tom Brady is my guy.
Who are they playing?
They are playing the Oakland Raiders. That's another lesson learned. Pick against the Raiders.
Playing the Raiders?
Who you got, Shock?
That's a pretty good pick. Okay, I'm going to go with Drew Brees versus the Minnesota Vikings. Drew Brees is 0-2 right now. There's no way in the world he's going to lose the 3rd game.
Go for the receiver.
All right, and receiver, I'm going to go with Julian Edelman. So I'm kind of rooting for Matt to have a good day with Mr. Tom Terrific. So Julian Edelman is going to have a good day.
All right, I'm going to go the Rook, Mr. Sammy Watkins. Looked like he got it going.
Slamming
Sammy Watkins. Not a bad pick is what he did. I think
Sammy had a first good week. He had a good week last week.
Week 3. My running back, I'm going with Andre Ellington, the home run hitter. Now they're going against the 49ers defense, but I think he's gonna surprise you on that.
Robert's gonna get you next week because that's gonna be a terrible pick. Remember that. Remember I said that. Terrible
Who's
pick.
your running back, Sean?
My running back is gonna be Nile Davis. He's taking over for Jamal Charles, who's gonna be out, so they're gonna be feeding him. I see Robert over there shaking his head, so he's all about that pick. Everybody likes that pick. Bad pick by him. So tight end, I'm gonna go with Martellus Bennett.
Your guy Davis is going to be the waiver wire pick of the week, I think. I think he's going to be all over the waiver wire.
Give me love. You got to go with now.
My tight end, I'm going Jermaine Gresham. We saw him last week. He's going against the Titans.
Decent.
And my defense, Thursday Night Football in the Dome. Atlanta Falcons.
I like the Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah. Who's your defense?
My defense is the Cincinnati Bengals. We just saw them play last week. They are pretty good. They get a lot of pressure. But lucky enough, they're playing against Jake Locker in Tennessee. So that just bodes even more for me. So I think after this week, I will be 2-1. We're 1-1 right now. You looked up and beat me by like 1.5 points, maybe.
We're going to make the loser wear something next week. We don't know what yet. Maybe you tweet us what you want us to wear.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The loser is going to wear something next week on this show. All right, now, what we do every week, we're going to give you 3 guys that you should stay away from.
Okay.
And you kind of segued for us. Our first person, who is it? It is Mr. Jake Locker, going against those Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati. We kind of saw what you get when you go to Cincinnati against that defense. I think he's going to be wishing that he had those headsets on all day.
Jake Locker's probably going to want to be the backup when they play Cincinnati. and he's going to want to be on the sideline with his headphones on. So stay away from Jake Locker. He may get you in some trouble.
All right, who's next? Ooh, the Jaguars.
This is not even a person. This is not a player. This is the whole entire franchise. Just stay away from the Jaguars, period. How about that?
I think this guy invented something I like to call Jaguar face.
He's like, what are we doing out here? We drafted these guys?
And now we're going to go from Jaguar face to, Eli face, Manning face. Give it to me, Shaq. I'm going Manning face. Rob, can you give us?
Rob, give us the Manning face. The Manning face every time. Classic Manning face. Eli's thrown a couple picks the last couple of weeks. I mean, Eli's on the down slope, so stay away from Eli.
All right, Shaq, before we get out of here, I want to get your Equifax fantasy picks for this week. Who you got?
My Equifax picks for this week. You know, I got to say the people at Equifax do a great job. They send me alerts and everything to my phone so I know what I'm doing weekly. So
I get this too.
If you're not if you're not involved, you need to be involved. I'm taking Matt. He's going to be up this week. Tampa Bay.
Matt in the dome you got to take.
Yeah, you got to take. I'm taking Quiz. I keep taking Quiz every week because I'm expecting Quiz to do something for us, and he's gonna come through for us. Obviously, Julio, 2 great weeks. He's gonna make plays. That's what he does. On the other side, I'm gonna take Vincent Jackson as my other receiver. He's a big-time receiver. I know they got Mike Evans on the other side, but I like Vincent Jackson. He makes a couple plays. He's a big-body guy. So, kicker, Matt Bryant. Matt is clutch as always that we talked about. And I'm going with that Falcons defense as well.
See?
I'm with that Falcons defense.
I
like
me. So
absolutely.
You're going to be rooting for Tom Brady and my Falcons D this week. I like that, Shaq. You're going to be pulling.
I'm not rooting for. I'm just with Tom Brady. So
fans, you can play against CJ Shockley in the Score with Equifax fantasy game.
You can lose as well.
Log on to Equifax.com/Falcons. You win fabulous prizes every week, and then you can talk some trash to Sean, Todd McClure, Brian Finneran when you beat them on a weekly basis. So log on to Equifax.com/Falcons. That's going to do it for week 3 of the Equifax Fantasy Show. We'll see you next week when I'm victorious.
Oh.